start in the middle of the sentence, and then that way nobody knows what we were talking about beforehand. Guess what? We're recording.
Okay.
Nice.
Alright, so when last we left our heroes, they murdered.
Our first murder.
Well, technically, it was all Abram's first murders.
Hey, it happens.
Yeah. And
Abram had 3 first murders.
we saved my... I don't know what to call him.
Uncle. Brother.
Uncle.
He's not really a brother.
Brunkle.
Brunkle.
Uncle.
A brunkle? Yeah.
Alright, out of my hands into you guys.
We saved my caretaker.
Brunkle Zilch. Is he okay?
Uncle Iro.
He
Oh
looks
my God.
beaten, literally, but I mean, he's walking and standing.
Oh! Oh no.
He's looking a little bloody around the collar. Mickey Mouse was there.
I'm sorry. Alright, something else happened. Like, IRL. So, I just... Yeah. I didn't mean to make you Mouse.
Alright, so you guys are standing in a big open garage space. There's several cement pillars that line the walls, which are all beige in color. There's dozens of crates that are filled with either armaments, drugs, or God knows other things. You've got an empty room that you just removed the Brunkle from. There's 2 dead men, 1 burned half to death, and then there's a few other things around the room, but I'm wondering if I should make you roll perception. It's stuff I already
told
mentioned.
us that they're there.
Yeah, there's still that big black skeleton in the background that you guys have just been kind of ignoring during this fight.
Well, yeah.
A big black skeleton?
The DM
Where?
shrugs.
Where?
In the back. It was like the
This is
first thing we saw
back of
when we
the
came
room.
in. Yeah.
Oh.
It's actually not on this map. This map is only the top right-hand corner, but off to the left there was a large black silhouette that appeared to be skeletal in nature.
I remember it.
Ball's in your courts, babies.
Nyx asks, Zelch, are you okay? What happened?
I came home from work. I'm the first one that gets home. It was just me and Zip for a while, and then the same 2 people in the black suits that came asking about you the other days just busted in, and next thing I knew I was in the back of a truck with a sack over my head.
And do you have any idea where Zip is?
No, we made 1 stop before coming here, but I don't know where that was. It must be within truck driving distance, at least.
Then narrows it down.
He shrugs, and he's a little weepy-eyed.
Well, I'm glad you're safe.
I don't know what to do. Do you think we should call the authorities?
That's not a good idea.
But Zip is captured. I know you
If-
guys are on the run too, but these guys are worse.
If my assumption is correct, then the government and the authorities will be of absolutely no help to us.
Roll persuasion.
I have to roll persuasion on my own father figure. Do you know how... Persuasion?
Persuasion. It's not because you're trying to lie to him, it's just a kind of, okay. Nice, yeah. That's a number. It's a number between 4 and 6.
Don't be this way, DM. Just tell us straight up.
Nyx rests a hand on his shoulder and says, so there's this man who owns this building.
We're in a building?
And yes.
Where are we?
Casually looking through my notes, excuse me.
Nyx takes out her folded up pieces of paper and goes, oh, dang. That short-term memory loss strikes again.
We are in the industrial district.
Okay.
of of Finch's building.
Wait, like the construction company?
Yep.
What the fuck is this doing in a... Okay, that's not...
All
Oh,
you need
man.
to know is that he's a bad guy who isn't who he says he is, and he needs to be stopped.
Zilch guffaws. No shit. Alright, you with the pink hair. Thank you for fucking that shit up.
Hey.
And you too, Little Red.
Zilch, meet Abram and Aurelio, and she points to them respectively.
He waves.
I wave.
Stand
Lame.
Roll intimidation. Nah, you're fine.
there.
Don't intimidate my father figure.
Well, maybe you
Intimidation.
shouldn't have said you could have done better. You think I forgot?
She looks at the two of them. Do we take him with us, or do we drop him
No.
off at home?
Take
Home.
him back home.
But what if they come back?
We got places that me and Nada can go.
Okay.
I'll just, I don't know, find a bathroom, clean myself up, take the train, and then we'll be out of here. Where are you guys gonna go?
We're gonna go find Zip.
Okay. Good.
I'll keep you guys updated.
Alright, you know my number. I'll keep the line, just it won't be where you think it is.
Okay.
And he's going to... how do I get out of here?
Let's escort him out, just in case.
No, I think it'd be better if we left as, like, staggered.
Okay. She points in the direction.
Okay, what's up there?
It's an empty, waiting room.
Hopefully.
Okay, well, I'll see you guys around, and he's going to walk out slowly. He's not hobbling, he doesn't seem to have any issues with his limbs, but he's been cut up a lot by a whip. And on the way out, he looks at Abram one last time from behind, he checks out that ass, and then he kind of like nods under, like, he just kind of nods. He's like, you know what? Way better in person.
Oh my god.
And then he walks away.
Well, my ass.
Zilch is not gay.
Hey, you don't have to be gay to appreciate a nice ass.
It's true, he's spoken for, but I mean, it's like an art, really. It's like, you can't just walk through Monet.
Sculpted.
Alright, you three are
Yeah.
mostly alone in this basement.
Mostly.
I mean, the other guy's just not.
Oh yeah. I'm
He's,
gonna go
I mean,
slap him around.
Alright.
Uh.
Oh, Aurelia, make sure you added one tiny machine gun to your inventory.
How do I-
Right, yeah, this is
Forgot that you're standing in a box of them right now. Alright, Abram, what do you do?
I just look him over. Is he
Uh,
still breathing?
He's got a hand. He's lying down. His shoulders and head are up against the back of the box as he basically lies prone on his back. He's got a gun in his left hand, and his right hand is over his like tummy. And he's very badly burned. He's covered in like bleeding sores, cuts, bruises from just falling down trying to get this stuff off of him. His clothing is all ragged. It's a worker's uniform, like a construction, more like working with like you would imagine lab stuff, like hazardous materials. He's still armed and he's breathing. His eyes are just kind of tiny and squinted though. His left eye is all but shut and his right one is barely open. They're brown, match his hair.
I'm taking the gun.
Okay, I'm gonna you take the gun.
Okay. It's tossed somewhere.
Nix, we can hear your typing. You might want to lower your sensitivity even more.
Sorry.
Okay, you throw the gun.
I do.
Hits the ground and fires a shot.
Don't worry, nobody's dead. Fuck. Let me see. I'm gonna say, can you speak?
Can he speak? I'm gonna make a Constitution saving roll.
Mm-hmm.
He mumbles at you, and he looks at you for a second, and then he spits on you.
I kick him.
You kick him. Roll intimidation.
Okay. Plus 2.
Alright, he just kind of like rolls over on his side and then kind of like tries to crawl away before just falling on his side again, looking up at you. A look of fear in his eyes.
I do that thing where I roll him onto his back with my foot.
Alright.
Let's try this again. Speak.
Speak.
That works. Can I call the others over?
Go ahead.
Are they?
Yeah.
Can they hear me? Come here.
Oh.
I feel like I should get you guys off the map just so you guys don't focus on moving your tokens around.
Well, anyway, I just nod to him so we can ask this guy questions. Maybe he knows something.
Do you know something?
Nice.
I know things.
Do you know things about little boys?
You're a fucked up
Aaron rubs
dude.
his face.
Next,
Like,
the bridge over nose.
like a particular little boy. Like, how old is he? 10? Like a
10.
10-year-old?
Do
Do you know anything about this 10-year-old boy? Came in with this dude, maybe?
He nods his head. Abram rolled a really good intimidation roll.
Yeah.
Nyx approaches and she says, "Alright, you shitlord. Where's Zip?"
His eyes, brown and one closed, dart around really quickly to all three of you and up to the sky and up around the room like he's like searching his own memory, and it's spread about the walls around him. And he just kind of like shakes his head up and down and tries to figure out words and
Nyx slaps him.
ow.
Answer the goddamn question.
The other team took it was me and these, we were, the adult went here, the kid went to the manor.
The manor?
He just shakes his head. He looks like he's about to pass out like at any second, and in fact I'm going to roll another Constitution saving throw for him after you ask him one more question. Or another 30 seconds if you guys aren't too quick about it.
Nyx says, What was the plan in taking my family?"
I don't know the plan, I just get paid.
"Who hired you?"
He's gonna roll a Constitution saving throw. He succeeds. He doesn't have many words left though. He points to one of the wall like decals where you can actually see that there's just a tiny little like finch on one of the bricks, marked like
God.
some kind of baker's stamp.
God damn it.
I don't want to die.
You're about to if he's hurt in any way, shape, or form. I'm coming back for you.
He turns around and tries to crawl towards the door away from you guys,
Nope.
like a caterpillar.
Nope.
What
Who's
does
gonna
nope
stop
mean?
him?
Paint
So
me
I
a word
was gonna do
picture.
I'm
something,
going
but
to
I was
kick
gonna
him.
say Nyx might need a.
Yep. Nyx is going to kick him.
All right, you kick him. He grunts with pain.
You're not going anywhere.
Abram talks to Nyx now. What manner is he talking about?
Probably Finch's manor.
Oh, good. Well, that's one less location we have to worry about.
She kicks him again. For good measure.
If you keep kicking him, I'm gonna make you roll damage, and you might kill him.
Kill him, please.
I am a-okay with that.
Are we done questioning him before you kill
Uh,
him?
Aurelia just goes, maybe we should just leave. Just leave.
Well, first of all, what is all of this? And he motions to all the shit in the room.
I'm gonna roll Constitution.
Mhm.
Fuck! Wow, this man is very constituted.
Good.
Trade stuff. Sell it. Import.
Who are you trading with?
Anyone that'll buy. I don't do that part of the business. I just make sure no one comes in or goes out.
Well,
Right.
good job you did of that.
He like spits up blood on the ground. His lips are almost charred.
Alright. I guess this guy doesn't know anything about Finch.
Can I she looks at the rest of them. You might wanna skedaddle.
We're not killing another person. Let's all just leave.
This shitlord doesn't deserve to live after what he's done.
And I'm just saying, he's probably gonna die anyways, so let's just leave.
I'm gonna kick him.
Alright, roll 1d4 improvised damage.
Alright,
Poor Aurelia.
He blacks out.
good.
Alright, you three are alone in a big room full of contraband, weapons, drugs, dead men.
Let's go.
Yeah, Aurelia just kind of goes over to like a crate and just kind of like sits down for a second.
Oh.
Like he's just like, I need a second, guys.
Abram
Just
just kind of
one
sighs
second.
and while Aurelia rests, is there anything about that big skeleton thingy that seems noteworthy?
Roll
strange.
perception
Okay.
or
what is-
investigation.
Perception. What is my proficiency? 2. Okay, gotcha.
Nice.
What'd you get?
Sweet.
20.
What you popping? Ooh, wow! All right, you
Not
step.
a natural 20, but
Nah, it's fine. Don't worry. You walk down the edges of the walls as Aurelio takes his breather, and you come towards the skeleton. And as you approach it, you begin to realize that it's some kind of like metalwork, a lattice work of steel and iron and copper and all sorts of other metals meshed together. And as you approach, details start to reveal themselves more and more to you. And it begins to reveal itself to be an almost at least 2-story tall, like cyborg skeleton thing of like a humanoid figure, except it's like grossly misshapen. The bones are bent in places, but you get closer and you realize that it's because it's missing pieces. And you get so close as to realize that it is a fucking roll 20. God damn, you got a full 20 on that one, even if it is adding stuff. It's an Independent Systems Alliance Interworld Force Enhancement Platform KOU Drives T118. It's a mecha, so it's missing all of its armor.
Uh-huh.
It is not the frame of a centaur. That's a different thing.
Damn. I wouldn't put it past Finch though to have one.
A centaur.
Next, roll perception.
Oh god.
Oh god.
He
Why?
rides them into battle. Nice.
17.
While perusing some of the other boxes while you're wandering around, you notice that one of them is exceptionally large, and when you look inside, you see a deactivated Lunaris mechanized surveyor kneeling down like a horse that's sleeping,
Oh.
and its body folded like back, so it's lying on top of its own self, back to back, I guess. Human back to horseback. Its
That's
glaive
awesome.
lies down in the box
It's
beside it.
less cute.
Well, alright.
It's sleeping like Tark in Dark Souls 2, actually. You're right, that looks much cuter. We'll go with that imagery.
God.
But yeah, you see these two things. Very large pieces of machinery that he obviously did not manufacture himself. He being Finch.
Mm. Well, I guess I'm not surprised he's trading with Lunaras.
Even more reason.
Although, they might notice if one of their benefactors disappears. Although I guess they're already pissed off at us.
Whatever.
Oh,
He
is
made
there
it
anything?
personal.
Go ahead.
Nah, that's all she was gonna say. He made it personal.
He did. Although we're not sure why yet. I guess we'll find out eventually. I was just gonna ask, is there anything else on the suit saying who manufactured it?
The centaur thing or the
No, the Gundam.
oh, the Gundam. Independent Systems Alliance.
And hold on, let me write that down.
I just refer to it as the yeah, it's ISA. You don't readily recognize that immediately, but you do know that there's an Independent Systems Federation around. So maybe this is just like something that was old before someone like renamed or whatever.
Okay. That's alright, you said a lot of words when you read that the
I
first
did.
time, so I just kind of like died.
They're
All right.
completely meaningless. It's just for funsies. The manufacturer
It's
was
good.
Koyu Drives, but it's got an emblem on it that you recognize as if it were like a badge or something, like some kind of like military or navy kind of thing, like emblazoned on the shoulder, which I don't really know if you've got experience with, but you might with Roll20, like yeah, it might be something that you, Abram, would recognize from like whatever your travels involved.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Alright, well. Abram is now lingering by Aurelio because he's just waiting on him to feel better.
Yeah, Aurelio gets up and he's like, okay. I'm feeling a little less sick.
Sick.
Let's just keep moving.
He said sick. Abram does ask, are you sure you want to go to Finch's manor?
Yeah, let's just go.
I'm dropping dice.
Well, I'm just going to remind you, if you haven't thought of a plan, I will kill him.
As will I.
I think
Brutal.
just kind of coming to terms with the fact that some people do need to die. And that's okay.
Abram nods.
I'm
So-
not losing my family. It's not happening.
Okay, well then in this case, are you guys finished, or do you want me to resume you guys? Do you want to leave?
I think so.
Yeah,
I'm ready.
there's nothing left for us here.
Okay, I'm going to just roll a, I would like to just remind you guys real quick of the concept of short resting, which is how you would recover HP in the most efficient manner. However,
we're dead.
you might be close to death. I'd like to remind you guys to
Yeah.
look at your
Forget
HP.
your
Yeah.
health.
I'd like
Oh,
to
yeah.
short rest.
And your bullets. Check on, like, bullets, ammunition, and your short
Keep
resting.
track of it.
Short resting essentially is going to mean that you guys are giving up a half an hour in-game time. I mean an hour. It's an hour at least. Mechanically speaking, it has no real negativity, but story-wise, the clock is always ticking.
Yeah,
Mhm.
but Aurelio's dying.
Hello.
And so
I could
am I.
just-
Can we use a... Was it the...
Yeah, I could just use a Healy dice.
It's
Yeah,
true.
hit die
That's
or
what
whatever.
2d4, but you only have that
Yeah.
once per long rest, and then that's it.
Yeah, I mean I need it now.
Go for
So-
it.
Can we use
As
hit
do
die on
I.
other players?
You cannot use hit die on other
Okay,
players.
I couldn't remember.
You can use your one-time healy wheelie thing, because that's my essentially, please, for love of God, here. You don't have any clerics in this world, but I want to use the D5E rules as if there are clerics, so we'll just give you all one refilling healing potion that I'll probably take it away when you guys are at like level 5, but for now I think you guys would like to have this concept of
It's fun. It was more like, okay, he's gonna use it now, but then when we get into battle again, if he really needs it again,
the hit
he'll
dice
be-
you can't use during
I'm
battle.
still dying, but not as much.
Okay.
nice.
Nix, I see you
I'm
rolled
gonna
hit
use-
dice.
Yeah,
That means you're taking an hour to rest?
I thought we were short resting.
This is something all 3 of you have to agree upon. I don't think that you guys wanted to. Aurelio did this because he didn't want a short rest, and that's fine. I'll let him have it back. It's not like he's already made the decision. Too late, suckers. No. If you want a short rest, roll some hit dice. If you want,
I figured we didn't want to give an hour if there's a kid kidnapped.
Okay. So what is that thing?
There is.
What
You're gonna have to just make it. It's 2d4. It's 2d4s. Add it together, and then you get that as health. It's essentially a healing potion that you just have permanently. For now. Wow, that dice freaked the fuck out. Yeah, you recovered 5 HP. Aurelio, you recovered 4 HP. Abram, are you also going to?
No, I'm okay.
Okay, I'm just doing this kind of thing where like you're in a city and like you've had access to like your homes and apartments and like inns that are like well like looked after. So I've just assumed you've been like collecting some medical supplies and bandages as you go, stopping in CVS.
Yeah.
Heck yeah.
CVS and
Take some
Walgreens.
Tylenol.
Yeah, you got
Let's
some
go.
ibuprofen. You're good to go. Some NyQuil maybe later, just to ease the pain.
I like how I critically failed and critically succeeded in one roll.
That's why we're rolling. That is
The
exactly
min-max.
why I was like, it's 2d4, not 1d8, specifically so that even if you critically fail one of the dice, you'll still get some back on the other one. Okay, so you guys want to leave?
Yeah.
Yep.
All right. Normally I don't do this, but did you want to loot? You're in a room full of illegal contraband, guns, drugs, a mech,
Is there more ammo?
dead men. You know what? There is.
Is there ammo for?
Hold on. No, I'm gonna
For
roll a
Nix's
different fucking
handgun?
dice. I rolled a 1d9 or whatever, 1d10, and it popped up 0, and I'm like, wait a minute.
Whoa.
How does that happen?
Yeah, you find a box that's on the smaller side, and when you open it up, it's a few boxes of ammunition, and you all can recover 7 bullets each, 1d6s.
Woo!
They're normal bullets, not incendiaries.
Yeah, I got you. You said 7?
Aurelio, you're rocking 2 different guns now?
Yeah.
Yeah, because you picked up one of the submachine guns that fell out of the box, so you're gonna have to just share the bullets between them. I'm just gonna. Your nail gun fires nails. I feel like in world
cool.
I should make you keep track of 2 different ammo pools, but that sounds difficult, so I won't make you. If you just want to add them together and say that's your total amount of ammunition, and then as you use it, it's like Schrodinger's ammunition. Is it a nail? Is it a bullet? Don't know until I have to use it.
I mean, yeah, I imagine I can pick up an L anywhere, so I mean.
Yeah, we'll just say that. Just put all the pooled ammunition together. Anything
You
else?
said 7 bullets, right?
7 bullets each.
Just making sure.
I want to steal drugs.
You want to steal
Oh my
drugs?
God.
Yeah.
Okay. I'm gonna say
Not
that
really stealing it, I'm just taking it because no one's here to stop me.
you're right. No one's here to stop you.
That makes it not theft.
It would be kind of difficult to even like
Yeah.
sell. You're gonna have to know somebody to sell it to, by the way.
Yeah, or I could just use it, so.
Or you could
We're
just.
friends with that. Oh my god, don't do that.
All right, yeah, take the drugs. I'm not gonna tell you how much it's worth right now though, because you have to sell it in order to find out.
Yeah, what kind of drug is it though? Like,
It's
so I
that-
can write it down.
It's that brown fluid in like a blood packet bag. That's it's been referred to
Diarrhea.
as ecstasy, but yeah, it's like looks like diarrhea, really.
Okay, so I got. How many grams of ecstasy do I have? Or I guess ounces.
I'm gonna say that it's how many ounces are in a blood bag? 2? 1?
No.
2?
What?
No. There's usually, in a blood bag, there's usually 10 milliliters of
Oh.
blood.
Then it's that. We'll go with that.
So I got 1 blood bag?
Yeah, because if you can try to take more, but I'm trying to count into the fact that you guys are carrying a lot of shit already, and you're gonna be readily noticeable if you're carrying like an armful of blood of drugs. If you just walk out onto the street with like 6 packages of cocaine, imagine that.
It's flour.
Yeah, okay.
I'm a baker.
Tightly wrapped and
Oh.
smells like asshole.
A baker.
So you can take 1. You can take more, but I'm gonna end up making you roll like conceal like every other.
I mean, I
Conversation.
kind of want 1 more bag.
Take 1 more, but it's going to have a detriment to you. somehow, some way.
No, fine. I'll only take one bag.
Okay, because the whole
I mean, I'm
like,
already carrying a sledgehammer. I feel like
Yeah.
I'm already like suspicious.
let's see here, nail gun,
All the way.
submachine gun, sledgehammer,
Oh,
packet
you know
of
what? Screw it.
drug.
I'm taking 2 packets of drugs. I already have the.
All right, you
the
take 2
guns
packages
and
of
the-
drugs. You try to put one into your fanny pack or whatever, and then that one fits, and then you try to put the second one in, and that doesn't really work so well. So you just have to hang it off the back of your belt.
Oh my god,
Bouncing
just
against your butt.
drugs.
Can I just like couldn't I like put that in my my yellows basket, like underneath the yellows?
Yes, but as soon as you start eating yellows, it becomes visible.
Okay,
This is your payment. Is yes, you can take the second package of drugs, but you
but I
can't
could
have
never
any
eat my
yellows.
yellows.
You can't eat yellows now. I think this is fair.
Okay.
God.
Anybody else?
No.
Really, it's good enough drugs for everybody.
Wait, does that guy have keys on him? Keys are important. Might need some keys.
Yeah, check them. I don't know. What's investigation? Check some key. Check them.
Sure, I'm gonna pat his burnt ass down.
All right,
Let me see. Investigation? Oh, that's unfortunate.
we'll see where you get.
Yeah.
My hand goes through his burnt flesh.
You know what? You
You
find
steal his organs.
you find a bundle of keys, like 3 keys, but none of them are car keys, and you have no idea what they go to.
Oh, it wasn't for a car. But I'll
He just
take it.
collects keys.
One is like super tiny, like it looks like it goes like a bicycle lock or something.
I'm taking it.
Oh.
You killed the bicyclist.
My keys now, bitch.
God, I hate this family.
Look, it was because he works here, so he might have had like maintenance keys. But I don't know what the fuck these keys are.
I mean, maybe it's a really tiny maintenance key for really tiny people.
See? And we might need that, so I have them.
Baby key.
Alright, I think that's everything. I was mostly worried about my ammo. I'm good now. Nix, are you stealing anything?
Oh,
No.
I need to mute for a second.
Oh,
All right, the break happening is over there. We'll just continue on over here. Nix, you want to loot or anything?
What? I just asked her that. She said no.
Oh, I'm
I
sorry.
need to-
My B.
It's okay.
Ahem.
She just wants blood.
I understand.
Okay,
You know,
okay.
completely understandable.
I'm good.
All right, I think this should be. This is something I mentioned to Aurelio, but I didn't mention to you guys, so I'm not quite sure if I should say it or if I should just rely on Aurelio to remember it. You know, you feel me? It's like, do I want to tell them? Do I not
Was it
wanna
like
tell them?
what? Is it mechanics related or something?
Kinda, a little bit of both. Okay, so yeah, the gun. You're surrounded by guns. They're better than the guns you're currently using.
Uh huh.
That's not very nice.
That's not very
Nick
nice.
built that herself.
Well, yeah, but yours is concealable, so like it's supposed to be on the small side anyway. And I thought it was supposed to do 1d4 damage, but you've been getting away with 1d6, and I allow it. Your guns currently have been just when you're shooting, you add your proficiency and your dexterity to see if you hit in the first place, and then if you do hit, you roll the 1d6 in order to see how much damage you did. But these guns are not pistols, they're submachine guns, they're a little bit more powerful, you can use both hands to shoot, but that makes it so that they're harder to conceal, they're a little bit more obtuse, obstructive, but you can now add your dexterity to the damage roll if you use these weapons instead of
To the
pistols.
damage roll?
To the damage roll, so it becomes 1d6 plus your dexterity. You can now
Yeah.
use two hands to aim, so you can more accurately say, like, I'm going to use my dexterity. I'm good with a gun. I know that I'm going to shoot something vital, so it's like guaranteed.
No, I'm not
damage.
complaining. I'm just like looking at my dexterity, my highest bonus or whatever.
Highest stat
I think
dexterity.
I'm fine.
Yeah, that thing.
The only
Yeah.
downside is that it's going to be a little bit on the. They fold up, like they're not concealable, but they shrink down. They're not the size of like an M16. You're not carrying an assault rifle on your back. It's something that'd be
Not yet.
capable of putting in a bag.
hmm And you have to use 2 hands on them. Or
Yeah, that's kind of the. You can use one hand, but it'd be a disadvantage.
I'm thinking. I don't know. I don't want it.
It uses
But-
the same ammunition, just so you know as well.
Alright.
So you wouldn't need to keep track of 2 pools of bullets. Not yet. This is crossbows and longbows and in Dark Souls and Dungeons and Dragons let you add your dexterity modifier, and so we're on the rules wise.
So, if I take it, am I gonna be like earlier and just have a weapon sticking out of my house?
No, it would be something. They're kind of sort of concealable. A person
'Cause I
walking
don't-
by you on the street won't necessarily notice, but anybody who has a higher perception than, say, I don't know, higher passive perception than 12, they'll notice that you are armed, but they might not necessarily do anything about it because what are they gonna do?
Okay, well I'll just take one and put it in my jacket.
Yeah, it would be something that would be counted against you if you, say, got arrested. Like, it's one more weapon that you were illegally in possession of. But, I mean,
We
don't
already
get
got enough
arrested.
problems, it's fine.
Yeah. It'd become a problem in later cases, maybe, like, oh, that guy looks tough. Who knows? Like, there's story ramifications for everything. I can't really think of every possible way that this could potentially impact your lives, but it will. But it'll also impact your combat proficiency, because you'll be doing slightly more damage.
Yeah, I'll have it for now.
Okay. Alright, is that everything? Is everybody good to go?
Yeah.
Alright. Then I'm going to say you guys just head back upstairs, back through the boardroom meeting that's back through the cement room, back into the foyer where there is now just an empty desk where there used to be a wonderful woman.
A wonderful woman.
A wonderful woman. And that's where you guys are?
A lot of them.
Yeah.
Mhm.
I'm gonna say that, feel free to stop me at any point. You head back outside, and you recall that there's people that are supposedly out in the back lot still waiting for you guys,
Mhm.
blissfully unaware of what has happened beneath their feet.
Oh, good.
And it was beneath their feet, by the way. That's the location of which you were. And where's the destination?
Finch's Manor.
Alright. How you gonna get there?
Not a train.
Yeah? You sure? It's a
Yeah.
long way away.
Yeah,
How
how far?
far?
Well, you guys are down here, I believe. No, wait, I'm sorry. You were more in the middle of the city. You are 5, 10, 15 miles away. On the south side. So it's gonna be a while to walk.
I didn't say we're walking. We need to take another taxi ride.
Take a taxi a block away from the. No.
Aurelius is just stealing a taxi.
No, we're not doing that. That's not a thing.
It could be a thing.
I'm not adding that to my list. No! You're not stealing another taxi.
Another taxi?
That's
Aurelio
stealing.
probably has stolen a taxi at one point.
Okay, so we have to pay to use the taxi.
You do have to
But-
pay to use the taxi.
What about buses? Are they like free for some reason?
How much was the taxi ride? It was one for each, right? It'd be a quarter for all y'all.
Quarter, like 25 credits.
Yeah, 0.25. Yeah, I'm sorry. This is a lore thing. It's 0.2.
Are you crying over 0.2 credits?
Yes!
She doesn't like the fact that it's not a whole number.
Oh.
It's not a whole credit.
We'll pay a whole credit to the bus driver for all of us, then.
You have to pay a fifth, yeah.
Just pay more than we.
Alright,
Then
you
you
guys
need
gotta
to-
walk down the sidewalk, because this place is still you're in a towering area full of lots of tall glass skyscrapers, but this roadway is all but devoid of people, not even hobos.
They're gonna see my drugs.
And you begin to walk away from the building and down the road back to where people are more commonplace. You see a woman with a carriage, a man and a woman looking at various signs and posters. There's TVs that are oriented to like show the news, or Brent Hansen live from the studio audience. And you are looking for a bus, huh? There's a bus stop, and you have to wait roughly 6 minutes before it shows up.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
You know, city buses.
Are there a lot of people on the bus?
There's lots of people all around you. The bus is pulling up as we speak, but you're standing next to like a dozen people, and they're all dressed in varying varieties of clothing. One man's like wearing what looks to be like a turban. Someone's wearing white silks over their faces and a long matching dress. Someone's wearing a plastic suit.
There it is again.
You're wearing another man. Another man is wearing like a cuffed like trench jacket that's all bright red. A few people are more dressed like yourselves. Basic tank tops, bags, few sunglasses.
Are you calling my tank top basic?
I am calling you a basic bitch, yes. And then you get up onto the bus and he asks you for your fifth, and you give it to the man.
Just saying Nix gives it to
I
me.
hate this.
Nix, mark off point 2.
Oh.
And then you
No, just pay 1 credit for all of us. It's fine.
Tip him.
Sure.
You pay 1.
Whatever.
You tip that man. He says says thank you kindly.
We're good people.
Little does he know that that's blood money that you've just given him.
Good people, you just killed half of the warehouse.
All right, and then two of you sit down in like seats right next to each other, and then one of you has to sit on the opposite side, so you're like looking at each other.
All right, who's sitting on the other side? This is important.
It's like the fattest man you've ever seen on the left,
I need room for my drugs,
and then
so
like
I guess
an
I'll sit
old
next to
lady
the fat
knitting.
man. No, I sit next to the old woman knitting.
All right, you sit next to the old lady knitting. She's wearing a pink sweater. She's got curly purple hair.
Hello, ma'am.
Very faded, and she's got matching glasses. Piss off, you little shit, she says as she continues.
Oh, sorry, ma'am. I sit next to the fat guy instead.
Oh, holy shit.
This time I don't say anything.
Mm-hmm.
All right, and you guys drive, and it's been a few minutes. You're going down. A few bus stops have gone by. You look out, and as you've been driving through, you're noticing patrol officers in white armor. And at this point, they don't seem to be any stranger than any other times you've seen patrol officers. But then you pass by another street, and you notice that one of them has a paper in their hand, and they're talking to a random pedestrian on the side of the road. And somebody roll perception.
Somebody.
That
Anybody
would
can roll
probably be me
perception.
because I have.
Infinite wisdom.
I should have said that only one of you is allowed.
Really?
No. Oh, my eye fell out. That's okay. Nix, you see that it is indeed, it's the same wanted poster. It's a new wanted poster, actually, but it's you three again. And this time, the price for your heads has doubled. On top of
Well,
the doubling of last time. I'm not quite sure what that makes the money at this point, but I think 32,000.
Jesus.
I believe it was 8,000 for your capture, then 16,000, and now it's 32,000 for the three of you.
oh, good.
How much money do I get if I turn myself in?
32,000.
Sweet.
And then they
Is
take
that
it
enough
away
for
because
bail?
you're incarcerated or dead, whichever.
I mean, bail is a thing.
You can't pay your own bail with your own reward.
I was gonna say, I don't.
I delegate the money to Abram. Abram pays my bail.
And then he pays for your bail, and then he will pay for his bail.
And then I get
because-
arrested.
And then he gets arrested.
Because I go to the fucking station. Give it to Zelch. He'll save us all.
Oh.
All right, so someone's walking around outside with the flyer, talking to what people?
Talking to people. Have you seen these people? You see him pointing, and the two people shake their heads that he's talking to, and then they continue on with their day, and then this man disappears behind you as the bus moves along. And you guys might be watching TV or listening to the radio at this point. I think Nix actually does have access to like basic internet on her tablet. There's like citywide internet. Free Wi-Fi for the most part. It's not very good.
That's amazing.
We're moving to New Pavo, guys.
Wi-Fi. It's kind of like cafe Wi-Fi. It's like it's not amazing.
It could be better.
It could be better.
I mean,
you have
is
to
it-
sign in every time.
Is it Panera Bread Wi-Fi?
No, it's not. It's more like Dunkin' Donuts.
Kmart?
Yeah, like Kmart. Like a
Kmart Wi-Fi?
Yeah, like
Kmart actually has very good Wi-Fi.
Well, in
We'll
that
just
case,
say Walmart
no.
then, because I know for a fact Walmart sucks.
Yeah, Walmart.
Can't even get on.
It's wall to Walmart Wi-Fi. Actually, they even subsidize it. That it's part of their like program.
Oh my god.
You have to sign in every time. It's like
What's on the
like,
internet? What did she look at?
You know, this might be shitty world building time. Internet is based around like there's world internet. You cannot get internet from other worlds. even though they are out there, because the speed of light is still a limiting factor here. So it's kind of difficult to access things that are that far away. But there's a local internet, and it's the same internet that you might be all welcome to seeing. It's kind of small. It's only been a few years since it's been installed to the public. It's been roughly 10 years that since New Pavo was built and Lunaris finally moved in and helped at people building like a new system. So you can access a lot of the same websites that Lunaris, like satellite cities, would be accessed to up above you guys, but there's also like local internet. There's like a special YouTube version for just people who are like young kids, basically, because old people wouldn't really be too excited.
She's playing
about it.
Neopets.
She might be playing Neopets. It's gone to hell. It really has. Rebellion has just full on happened on Neopets.
Oh.
This has been a lot of talk about internet. But anyway, while you're perhaps listening to the wonderful tales of Brent Henson as he interviews his most latest person, you see him talking with Captain Neo Vo. And it's him sitting in a chair that's big red and velvet, and then you see Brent Henson, and he's sitting in a big purple blue and velvet chair by himself, next to each other. Those are the words I'm looking for. A coffee table separates them, and he's talking to him about his most recent ventures on like the Outer Rim cities and what he's planning on doing with his amassed wealth after discovering like a new asteroid that has relics on it. And then on the bottom, a banner shows up, and it's all three of your faces on the TV. And it's asking like, if anybody has seen these three individuals, please contact the local authorities.
All right. Where are we? Look on the map.
You're halfway to your destination.
Okay. Does this bus have that thing that you can pull to make the driver stop?
It does.
Can I pull on it?
You pull on it.
I do.
A little beep sounds, and then the driver slowly pulls off to the side. There's not actually much traffic in New Pavo. Not many people have access to like cars yet. It's mostly public transport, so it's not that big a deal for him to just simply stop, pull over, and doors open for whoever wanted to get out.
Aurelio looks sick. No.
No. That
We
is
should
not
make a heart attack. I punched the fat man in the heart, says Aurelio, in case anybody is not looking at the chat.
Roll persuasion, Aurelio.
No.
What? Are you really punching him?
Please don't punch the fat man.
Do you get off the butt? You're
Oh.
punching the fat man.
Oh my god.
I'm sorry. What's the goal? What's the goal here again? Oh my god, I can't keep up with the chat all the time because I'm too busy like looking into my own fucking head. But like, oh my god, you're punching old people and fat people while I'm not looking.
I don't know.
All right, so
I don't know if he's serious.
the cannon. Abram pulled the thing, and you guys are getting off the bus. Aurelio.
I hope so.
Okay.
Aurelio's fantasizing about punching the fat man.
Yeah, he looks at the fat man longingly as you guys exit the bus, and just as you
That's because
exit,
I drag Aurelio off.
just as you exit and the doors begin to close, the driver looks up and sees the three faces on the bottom of the banner.
But I tipped him. I did tip him.
It's true.
I tipped him.
Just so you know, DM, I don't know if you're looking. Aurelio said, no, he doesn't. Rolled a d20 plus 7 for deception and got a 23.
Aurelio,
I
what
don't
are
know
you
what's
trying?
happening.
You roll before you do the thing. You have to tell me what you do and then roll, otherwise it doesn't count.
We are not the droids you are looking for, he says.
Aurelio, what do you want from me? No, you can't roll on to be the droids that you were looking for. However, the man notices that you did indeed tip him, and so he counts. He counts, and he counts.
Oh, he's counting down. Okay, we're getting off the
Okay.
bus, come on.
Yep, leaving.
He's giving us a head start before he
Leaving.
runs us over on the sidewalk.
He's literally giving you a head start.
Yeah, we're leaving
Okay.
very quickly, and I'm taking Aurelio with me.
He's a large man with like a white jaunty cap and like a thin waxed mustache, and he was serious. He has his hand like over his phone, and he remembered that you tipped him, and he rolled the dice essentially, and he's going to give you 50 seconds because he's a man who understands hard labor, and that sometimes you got to do things just to make it through in the world. Because you
So
tipped
we're
him.
leaving. We're fast walking. Almost. We have an appointment
Okay.
that we're that we're late for.
Okay, you keep going. You
Yep.
keep going.
Come, Timmy. We have to go to the doctor's.
Roll stealth. There's patrol officers coming the other way.
Everyone.
Everyone.
Okay.
I'm dying, Squirtle.
Wait, what stealth?
No!
Stealth.
One. Roll stealth. There's one patrol officer
I'm
that's
going.
coming the other way. He's
No.
not looking for you. He's
Oh,
just walking in
baby.
the opposite direction.
Oh!
Oh, you cursed me. What did you guys
He
do?
looks up from a rolled up piece of paper, presumably like a magazine or something, and he sees all three of you, and then he looks down at his arm where there's a little LCD screen built into his forearm. And then he looks up at you again, and then he looks down at his forearm, and then he looks up at you again.
We run.
Running!
We're running.
Run athletics.
Oh,
Oh,
how did that happen?
No! Okay. I'm okay with this.
I don't know if mine is, but if it isn't, pick me up and take me with you.
Mine is fine.
in your strong robo arm.
Wait, athletics or acrobatics?
Athletics, because you're
Athletics.
just sprinting. That's a
Okay, bye.
leg.
Weed and boys, don't say that.
Oh.
Next, take us with
Aurelio
you.
rolls a -1. Because, okay, all three of you rolled lower than this man did. But,
Oh,
so
God.
I don't know. I guess Aurelio, because he rolled worse. Aurelio, you feel a force connect with the back of your knee, and you
No.
buckle and fall face first into the pavement as this man has caught up with you and basically just kicked you in the back of the leg.
Oh my god.
And then you feel a cold... I'll let you roll a dexterity saving throw for this. Roll a dexterity saving throw. You rolled really bad, but I'm going to give you a last chance.
Oh my god.
No.
Why is this happening?
Because
good.
your bounty
I was actually.
has doubled. You feel a cold steel thing on the back of your wrist, and then you quickly pull away and you drive your elbow up, and it meets some kind of meaty contact.
Oh.
The other two of you turn around and you see the patrol officer who's got a pair of handcuffs out, and he's trying to handcuff Aurelio.
Okay, who's going back? Me or you?
uh,
Just before one of us talks over the other.
you.
Okay, I go back to grab Aurelio
Tell
to
me
try
what
to
you do.
get him off. I'm turning around on my heel, running back, trying to grab Aurelio's arm to pull him to his feet.
You're going to have to make a strength contest with this man who's going to be pulling on Aurelio's other arm.
Oh my god, we're gonna rip him in half. Okay, I'll try.
I'm gonna die.
Come on, baby, we gotta go.
Can I also roll an athletics to try to get my hand out of the other guy's grasp?
Not with a -1, you can't. It's okay because Abram, you just yank Aurelio up off the ground and basically carry him with you as you sprint down the sidewalk.
I
I presume.
tuck him under my arm
Are
like a
you-
binder.
You guys are
Later, ladies.
you guys are now heading the opposite direction of the manor. You guys are now heading east when you should be heading
No.
west and south.
God.
Okay. Well, we're not arrested, so
Roll
not
athletics.
yet. I was gonna say not yet. No. It's okay. Surely we can't do
Okay.
that badly again.
How could this happen to me? Aurelio rolled a
The referee.
-1 twice
Guys!
in a row.
What is happening?
Aurelio, you feel something hit your back, and then you take 2 electricity damage.
Just kill me.
I won't say that you fall down though, because Abram is still carrying you technically. But Aurelio, you are hit with a taser in the back, and you take 2 damage.
Did he just throw his taser at me?
You just threw the entire taser.
Nix,
Is
you look
he being-
around. You look around and you see there's 2 coiled up wires that have gone through the air and connect Aurelio to this man's forearm. 2 darts have shot out the back of it. But it's
I'm gonna take my dagger and slice it so that.
you do it.
Okay.
Yeah, taser wires are not built to connect you to the person that you just tased. They're meant really to okay, now it's time for you to go. So you just do it, and you guys are sprinting, and from behind you, you guys hear he is right with you, and you're hearing him like barking into a walkie-talkie or something.
He's
Once
a
again on his
dog?
forearm, he's barking at you. And it
This is
says,
a problem.
"This
Yeah,
is
do I get a boost to anything if I take the drugs?
yes, but not the kind that you probably want right now."
Okay.
They say, "This is Private Will Sutter. We're on Street 1214B. I'm in pursuit of the 3 fugitives. I need backup immediately. We're crossing onto the 14th Street and West."
God.
Can I take out my submachine gun and shoot him in the leg?
I cannot.
Why don't you
believe
just
this.
use your, I don't know, hammer and smash his arm?
You can
No,
do
because I don't want to get
all-
close to him. So
all
can I
of
take out
these
my
things.
submachine
He's
gun and
close
hand
to
shoot
you
him
all
in
the
leg?
time.
You've got 30 seconds to decide.
Alright, well, I was just saying, it might not be a good idea to shoot someone, but go ahead.
Just add that onto our
I know, we're racking it up.
resisting arrest.
Yeah, we are doing that. Is
Vandalizing.
he wearing a helmet?
Yes.
Fuck. Where is he unarmored?
Legs.
Do I
Arms.
hit his leg?
Bicep. What are you doing? Tell me.
Shoot.
Submachine gun shooting
You-
his leg.
All right.
I cannot believe.
You pull the submachine gun off
Bam.
the small of your back, and it unfolds in your hand into a weapon that. Are you using it with both hands or one hand? One hand. It means that you're going to be rolling disadvantage.
I want to use it with both hands, but I don't know how Abram is like carrying me.
It's okay, I'm carrying you like around the waist, tucked under my arm. So you can totally turn
Okay,
around
then
with both
I
hands.
do use both hands. So
All right,
that's what I
that's
want
fine.
to do.
And
I
then
turn around and face him the
in
correct
that
way.
case, shoot. You shoot. Roll damage. Plus your
Sweet,
dexterity
okay.
modifier.
Now we're attacking police
Hey,
officers.
I
He
tried
hit
to.
me in the
He hit me.
back of the knee, and then
It was
he
self-defense.
tased me.
Roll damage. 1d6 plus dexterity with a submachine gun.
Our reward is gonna get tripled.
What is happening?
All
I
right.
choose
I'm
to
so
shoot him in the
scared.
knee.
Please
There's
don't kill.
there's a loud like brat of bullets. You use 2 bullets. Mark that down. And those 2 bullets cut straight through this man's thigh, and blood splatters across the back of the sidewalk, and people scream. People
Yeah.
around you look, and they kind of see
Oh, I
what's
forgot
happening.
about civilians.
And
Oh my god.
Dozens of people.
Good going.
Dozens of people, 30 people, like 50 people, like there's people everywhere. Just start screaming and just are sprinting and running, and this cop
Can
falls
I
flat
roll-
on his face and just rolls.
Can I roll deception?
Yes, please.
For what?
I shout, "Don't worry, we're the police."
Roll deception.
I can't.
I'm so scared.
People scream louder,
Oh my god.
and they're just running. And
Damn.
I'm gonna say that you guys keep running, and
Yeah.
Yeah.
but you're
Nick
heading
says, "Stop
east.
talking and just go."
You're running east down the road.
Are there like alleyways we could duck into?
Roll dexterity. Or athletics?
All of us?
Acrobatics? Yeah. I'm gonna be using these numbers to determine
Can
how...
I use acrobatics?
Yes, you
I'm
can.
using acrobatics.
This
Thank
is
God.
in D&D 4th edition. There's this concept of like a skill, like a challenge that's just like your players come up with what skills they can use in a situation, and then you're just going to be adding up all the numbers to see what the outcome is. Like, oh, trying to escape a collapsing fortress. So if you guys can think like, oh, survival, I can use that to like figure out where animals have been and we can follow them out or whatever. Like, I'm just making shit up, but now we're in a moment where like if you can think of how it can be justified, you can do it. You guys rolled pretty fucking well, and you guys dart down an alley that's heading southward.
I crouch behind a dumpster.
Are you trying to hide, or are you going to try and keep running? Because the alleyway keeps going.
We should hide.
I dive into the dumpster.
I was gonna say
Oh
I
my
dump
God.
Aurelio into the dumpster. And then
I'm gonna roll stealth to hide
Yeah,
in trash.
Okay. Yeah, it would require you guys to do
I become
so.
the trash.
Okay. I'm okay. Oh my god. Abram
We're good at
blends in
that.
with the wall.
You guys hear a loud siren call, and you guys maybe peek out from your dumpster location and
No.
look out onto the road.
No, I don't peek.
And you see a police cruiser hovering maybe 2 feet across the ground, above the ground, white, black, and blue, with the Lunaris logo on like towards the wheels and the chassis. Chassis? Chassis?
Chassis.
Chassis.
Chastens?
fly by with its red and blue lights blaring, presumably following you down eastward down the street. That will not be the last one. You should move.
Okay.
All right, let's keep going down the alleyway.
Real quick, do I see anything in the dumpster?
You see any what in the dumpster?
Anything like of use in the dumpster?
Trash.
Oh my God.
You see banana peels. You see spent yellow peels. You see like shitty trash. A bag
Okay.
of shit. Actually, you know what, Aurelio? You look
Okay.
down. You're on a man.
What? What? Like,
You're on a man in very ragged clothing and a long beard, and
You're in someone's house, Aurelio.
and you're on top of a hobo.
is he alive?
Yeah, he's alive and he's looking at you like, what the fuck are you doing in my dumpster?
I just go, I am so sorry, sir. And I crawl out and I like pick him up a little bit inside the dumpster and I like off his shoulders and I just go, for your troubles, and I give him a bag of drugs.
Okay.
Oh,
You do that. I just had some real mic issues right there. Oh my god.
yeah, I heard it.
Okay, you give him a bag of drugs, and you put that down on your sheet as one less bag of drugs.
Yep.
He just
It
says,
was cursed.
what the hell am I
It was.
supposed to do?
It was cursed.
Okay, bye, as you guys run down the alleyway.
It's cursed.
Are you presumably running down the alleyway, or are you going back on the street and heading east westward?
Oh, alleyway, right?
Yeah.
Alleyway goes
Alleyway, and
south.
we're gonna circle back around on the other side of this like built on the other side of the.
All right. You keep running. You head south. You're circling down. The soonest right you can take, what would take you westward, you take it, and it's a very narrow alleyway. That's like just where two buildings, like there's like a boundary dispute. Like it's not really meant to be an alleyway. But you go straight
quick
through.
question.
Yeah.
Would it be possible to find like a sewer grate or anything that we could get into to go underground to our destination?
Roll investigation. You can get
Damn, that'd be
underground,
nice.
but we'll see. We'll see how this goes.
Aurelio, please,
Please, God.
please.
There's an extensive subway system, and there was a lot of tunnels, as you guys remember. So it might end up taking you places where you want to go.
Whoa.
You,
I mean,
Aurelio,
well, listen, anyone
Aurelio,
else
hold
can
on,
help
hold
me.
on, hold on, everybody. Chill.
I'm
Aurelio,
done.
I'm so scared.
Aurelio, you find a grate.
Even with a one?
Yeah.
A -1.
Yeah, you
Oh,
find
what's
a
wrong
grate.
with the grate?
Nothing. It's manhole size. It's good for all three of you, probably. It's in the middle of the road. You
There's
spy
something
it.
wrong with it.
You,
I know, I'm scared.
You head to the right, and then you guys are out onto the street again, and there's no people are running and screaming here, perhaps because they don't know. But word will spread.
I opened the grate.
Okay, you open the grate, and you run out into the middle of the road, and you open up a grate really quickly, and a lot of people are giving you strange looks, and maybe
I rolled deception to say I'm a worker.
do it. You look at everybody and raise your hand and say, "Hello, I'm just taking care of this thing," and they
I'm
most
just
They buy
taking
it.
care of the grate.
yeah they buy it. People continue on with what they're doing.
May I look dirty enough?
You hear the sounds of sirens off in the distance. More
I
sirens.
yelp.
Time to go.
All right, you guys all dive down into this dark den.
I pull I
Oh.
pull the grate back over it.
Sounds good. And just as you do, a cruiser then flies over top, and you guys are standing waist deep in water.
I mean, it's not just water, but
And there is one
Please.
way to go, and it is west.
Oh, good.
yeah, that's where we wanted to go.
Let's go.
Congrats.
Let's just go.
Wait a minute. Keep your arm out of the water.
Yeah, she is. She has her arm up over her head.
I was gonna
Like,
say, for God's sake. Oh, please don't break your arm. Okay. Well, at least we're going west.
Is it dark?
Very. Pitch. People were not meant to walk through here.
I'm gonna turn on my heat-seeking eye.
Awesome. Heat-seeking eye on.
My eye just automatically lets me like see, like, obviously not in color in the dark, but like
Right, you got basic
like
night
the,
vision.
that green light darkness
I'm
seer.
cool with it.
Yeah,
So
so I,
Is there at least like a ledge that I can?
Nope.
No.
Waist deep.
But I don't see
waist
anything
deep
in the water with
wastewater.
us, or in the sewer with us. Like not another hobo or something, right?
More a whole swarm of mermaid hobos.
Mermaid
Beautiful.
Friend them instantly.
You keep walking, and eventually you're in a very narrow tunnel that's just barely. You're crouching as you walk through. Hopefully, no one flushes a toilet or anything because the water level could just rise up and drown you right here and now.
Oh god.
As you walk down this very narrow, very stinky, very slimy tunnel, maybe for, I don't know, maybe 300, 400 feet. You keep going for a long while. You don't see much of anything. In heat vision, Nyx, you look down, and you see like a tiny swarm of minnow-sized heat signatures.
Oh,
Nyx screams.
what? Abram,
They
There's something in the
scatter.
water, there's something in the water, there's something in the
Abram
water!
puts a hand over her mouth. Shh. It's fish.
Why are there fish in the water?
Because it's water. I don't know.
Well, haven't you ever heard that when people think that their fish are dead, they flush
Oh
them down
my
the toilet?
god, they're all the goldfish of lives past.
You guys keep going, and you realize that the water is flowing towards where you guys are headed,
Well,
and it's also slowly going down. And then it eventually, just really abruptly, like cuts down as you come out into an exit. The water is cascading down like a short 10-foot waterfall into a much bigger system of tunnels. It's like much bigger, and there's in fact basically sidewalks as you enter a sewer system where this water is exiting out into a larger river stream-like system. And I'm just gonna say you guys climb down, but you know what? Roll acrobatics. As you climb out of this slimy tunnel and go down 10 feet onto the sidewalk below.
Thank god.
Yep, you all do it. You all climb down the sides, and you're now standing on the side stonework.
Wait, that's two.
wait, you
D20.
rolled 2. I was like, wait.
Nah, it's fine. I'll take the first one,
You
14
still
plus
got
2, and it still works. You guys got above 10. That's all that mattered.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Ew.
Now what?
We're walking, aren't we?
Left or right?
Mm.
North or south?
I mean, surely we didn't lose our sense of direction. We were going west the whole time. Can I roll to make sure we go the right way?
You can pick.
Survival.
You can pick left or right.
No.
You didn't buy a compass.
I have brain. No, I didn't buy a compass.
Hey, if you believe that you were heading west this whole time, then yes, left would mean that it would be south, and north would be to the right. If you remembered correctly. You wanna flip a coin?
I guess, no. Does no one else have anything to say?
I mean, I'm dumb as bricks. I can't.
Does anybody
Next.
remember which way that north was?
He's
south
still
was, or west was?
traumatized.
Oh my god. I can't roll anything to remember or know which way we're going.
Do you really not remember which way you guys are going? I didn't make
We
any...
were going west. You said we
Oh,
dropped
yeah,
into
we
the
were
tunnel
going
and you
west.
said we were going west, and
I
I
did-
said nice.
Okay.
Right would be north.
Yeah.
Left would be south.
Yes. So we're going left.
I need to go left.
You head left.
So what do you mean do I remember? You said it like 2 seconds ago. This is a trick
You
question.
keep going, and you're noticing a lot of machinery meant for processing, like, waste, and boy, does it smell bad in here. And you eventually come to a point where there's not much water in the ways that you would think. It's just kind of diminished off into its own different side routes that are too small to fit a normal human being. And you find more of those red lights at this point, similar to the ones that you saw alongside the subway systems. And you take a left, you take a right. You're heading south. Success. And you find a little side path that takes you into a hallway of red lights with lots of pipes and grating on the floor, similar to the ones that you saw alongside the subway system. And then you come to a door. What do you do?
Open it.
Open the door.
You hold the handle, and it does not move. It is a locked door.
Sledgehammer.
Oh god, here we go.
All right, if you're gonna use sledgehammer, roll strength, I guess. Roll athletics,
I guess the DM says.
I guess. Locked door.
Sledge.
Sledge. It's not gonna be easy. It's a steel door.
Yeah, I don't think I did it.
No, you bash into it, and there's a loud banging sound and a dent in the door, but it does not yield. In fact, your sledgehammer now has like a mark of shame on its head.
Oh.
Aw.
Do you not have a anything, Abram?
Yeah,
Thought
we
you
have
grabbed,
lot
like, a-
picking stuff.
Yeah, use that.
Well, he seemed so excited to use the hammer.
I was excited.
All right,
Okay, so it's
Roll.
a traditional lock, right?
traditional lock. This is just a normal basic lock.
Alright, what am I rolling?
It is lockpicking. That's a dexterity roll plus your proficiency. Because wait, no, I'm sorry. It's not. Wait a minute. Wait, Abram, are you proficient in security tools?
I am.
I think Abram is as well.
I think
though.
Abram should be as well.
Yeah.
Yeah, then in that case, yes, add your proficiency to this roll. as
Okay, I
well.
was like, oh god.
So it's a
You
roll
all
20.
suck.
Roll 20 plus dexterity
It's
plus your
fine.
proficiency. So 9 plus 2.
11.
Oh, I thought I added proficiency. No,
I don't
didn't.
know. Did you? Did you not?
Wait, yeah, I did, because it's +5. What are we talking about? My
Oh,
dexterity is +3, my proficiency is +2.
okay. One
I
of
mean,
the,
it can be 11 if you want. I won't complain.
one of the files snaps.
Great. You want to try to Aurelio?
Yeah, sure.
Okay.
You have 5 files.
Yeah.
So what do I roll?
It's just a lockpicking. Dexterity plus your proficiency if you're proficient.
Wait,
in
I have 5
security
left, or
tools.
I have...
You
I
have
had
5
five.
left.
Okay.
Currently. As of now, you have 5.
I got you.
Aurelio, are you okay? It just sounds like you're snorting the files.
That's not that's not me. I have my
That was me.
I'm muted.
Sorry.
Alright, what do you got? What are we rocking?
Wait. So it's 1d20 plus.
It's 1d20 plus your dexterity plus your proficiency. You're a thief, Aurelio. Come on, you've done
Okay.
this before.
Oh,
What is your dexterity?
yeah.
Yep. You hear a click, and then the doorknob
Yay.
turns, and the door gently swings open into a subway.
Yeah.
It is not the tunnel. It's like it's not underneath the ocean. It's still a tunnel. There's railroad tracks along the ground, but there's more it's a different color. It's not the B line. It might be the E line, the F line. You're not quite sure what green symbolizes, but there's a line of green along the wall, the white bricks.
Would Nyx know what it means since she lives here?
I
I'll
don't
just
work in
say-
a.
Yeah, I
Which
will.
one?
I'll give it to you, even though Nyx
Okay.
doesn't want it. Yeah, it's a south-heading line. It's the main line for like the southern half of the city that heads southward.
Nice.
It's actually quite a luxury. This is the first subway system that was built in New Pavo. The brickwork looks different. It's much more well built. It's more like the Moscow subway systems. Like it's all much more naturally designed rather than like industrial. It's less about the cold, unhardened edges and a bit more warm colors. And the brickwork is actually like real brick and not just some like simulated steel work or anything like that. And you guys, I'm
Yeah.
assuming, are gonna keep heading south on the tunnel route to wherever the station is that's nearest.
Yep.
Roll athletics. You're walking.
Oh.
You're down maybe 300 feet.
What do I love to die?
You keep going.
Oh, okay, cool.
Yeah.
I don't want to die.
All right. And you hear a train coming behind you.
Oh, I'm gonna get run over by a train, guys.
Abram, Nyx, you're all running, but
Mhm.
and you see a subway system come up ahead. But rather than perhaps making any kind of sneaky onboard entrance or coming up the side, you just fucking sprint as this train comes barreling down behind you, and you hear a loud beep and the squealing of brakes as the conductor sees you too, Aurelio's already made it onto the platform, and you two just fucking dive onto the landing, the platform, as this train barrels past you people. And you've attracted a lot of attention.
God damn it. This sucks.
So not only do we smell, but we also have attracted a lot of attention.
Again, after we just lost. Well, that's fine. We're not waiting for the train to stop. So
Mitch
let's
just
go.
wants to take a shower.
Okay?
When we kill Finch, you can use his.
Hope we have
Let's go.
Alright, you guys are much closer to your destination. You're within walking distance, perhaps, of a half an hour. You're still covered in it's not... you weren't walking through shit. It was just, like, water that I wouldn't choose to drink. So you're certainly wet, but it does not... You're not literally covered in fecals. And you walk up proud as you walk up these goddamn stairs, and people give you very odd looks. And
Beautiful.
you come out into the sunshine, and it's beautiful, and you're in a very nice part of the city. Very well designed things. It's banks. It's like lovely stores, lavish like cafes on rooftop terraces. The buildings are shorter, and that makes it so that you can actually go on top of them. And the second floors have like these nice balconies, and it's pretty fucking great. And you guys are heading southward, and you maybe guess just a couple more turns, and you'll be in the area that you need to be. And then you hear a siren.
Mm-hmm.
And you look above, and you see a helicopter.
Oh my god.
Are you
This
serious?
5-star wanted level.
You see it is a big, large helicopter with two matching rotors, one on the left, one on the right, across this wide-reaching span of wings.
Please just tell me it's Barkley.
And the door opens, and there's a man in white armor with red hair and a long black
there he is.
cape.
I used deception
Yeah?
to tell him that we are the police.
Aurelio, you look up and wave at this person, and you just say, "It's okay," as you cup your hand. "We are the police!" And then this man jumps out of the helicopter,
What have you done?
falls 30 feet, hits the ground, and the pavement cracks beneath his boots.
And a cloud of dust comes out from the epicenter. I love that move so much.
And then two other people rope down behind him, following suit, though much less dramatically.
Nyx looks at the other two. What do we do?
They are to the north, you are to the south.
Well, I mean, we wanted to go south anyways. Let's keep
I was gonna
going.
say we're either running or fighting.
Abram, roll dexterity saving throw.
Okay. 1 sec, let me find that. Yes, okay.
You know what? I'm sorry. This should probably just be an attack roll, but you roll dexterity, and I'll factor it into this.
Well, it's got my proficiency because I have the save marked as proficient.
Abram,
Whatever.
are you the sort of person to be a little dramatic yourself?
Of course.
Okay, then the person to the left of the captain raises up their forearm and fires 2 darts, electrical energy crackling between the two of them, and you don't react to this. You've already anticipated this. You unsheath your sword and you slice these things in half as they come towards
Yeah,
you.
that's exactly what I do. You read my mind.
God.
You cut down the cable, and as it flies past you and flails off into the distance to the south, and these 2 darts skid across the ground, and the 2 cables fall limply in the air. And then you resheath your sword.
I do. And I'm staring at the captain the whole time. I don't even look at the fucking darts.
All this for scavenging.
An emerald light erupts from his hand. As long as his leg, you see this it's just shining shard of emeralds. It's just, I don't know how to describe it besides just beaming light. It's blinding almost. And it's
beautiful.
he gently turns it to the side, and it's not a perfect cylinder or just a stick. It's like a long triangle. It's like pointed. It's shaped to be almost like a blade that's long. As long as his leg, essentially.
I like his style. But, guys, are we running or are we fighting?
I don't want to die.
I think we should
I
run.
was gonna say, I don't know if we're strong enough to take on the captain
Let's.
and his 2 people.
Well, wait.
You 3 are
Both of these
under
different.
arrest, and he raises his sword to point at you 3.
What happens if we just
No, we're not.
surrender?
No, we're not. Wait. Nix, what happens if we surrender?
Yeah.
I want to hear his response to that.
And if we surrender,
Then you'll be taken into custody.
And then we won't get to save the other kid.
Save the other. What are you talking about?
Do we tell him?
my brother's been kidnapped.
He looks to his side ally person,
If
and he's now taking notes
if you
on the
let
side of his
us
arm.
get him back, we will come willingly.
He raises an eyebrow. Roll persuasion.
Please.
Please, she says.
Your comment has
I'm
been
also
recorded.
rolling.
No, one person for this.
What?
I can't let all three of you roll for persuasion.
Oh.
Not every time, at least. Your comment has been noted and will be investigated thoroughly, but you are under arrest. Come with us.
For what?
The man beside steps forward and takes out his forearm once again, and this time it holographically projects a small square, a foot wide and a foot tall, and it has your three faces on it, and he reads off the various penalties that you have incurred. Illegal scavenging, trespassing, assault of a police officer.
Nyx glares at Aurelio.
He assaulted me first.
You have the right to remain silent. Anything you say can and will be used against you, and the captain steps forward.
We step back. Abram steps back.
He
I
steps
step
forward
back.
again.
I was gonna say, I don't know.
I step back again.
As do I.
Okay, I sidelong look at the other two. Are we like agreeing to run?
Yes.
Oh yeah.
The captain lunges
Let's go.
through the
We
air.
break. We break free running or away.
All right. You three run. And you don't hear another taser round going after you, but you definitely hear the sounds of 3 footsteps behind you.
Oh god.
Mhm.
And I'm
This
going
guy has
to
three
roll
feet?
roll athletics, but it's not to escape. It's just to see who is in the back.
Oh, he has 3 feet.
Me.
Nyx
Sorry,
is in
that
the
wasn't
back.
cool.
Nyx is definitely. Nyx required got a 0. Abram got a critical.
I open my wings and fly away.
Yes, I will remember these numbers for later.
Oh, nice.
Hey!
Aurelia grabs my feet and we leave.
Goodbye, Nyx.
Bye, Nick.
All right, you're running down the center street of this very nice, beautifully well done area. Coming up on your right is what appears to be like a bank. Up on your left is like a large above-ground subway station. You see trains that are going across bridges above your head. In front of you, on the opposite end of the street, this place ends at an intersection, but not a T intersection. It's a full-on cross intersection. Up ahead, you see another building that looks like glassy, businessy, perhaps another bank, but this one's not meant for public. It's more for like business firming. And you run, and Nyx, you hear something besides you, behind you,
Oh god.
and you feel and hear a searing heat as the ground behind you is sliced up into the
Oh,
air.
Oh,
You do not turn to look.
I'm gonna run faster.
What the fuck?
What's your AC, by the way, Nyx? It's above an 11, right?
Yeah, my armor class is 13.
Yeah, I thought so. Wow.
Concern.
Help me.
What's the plan, Stan?
I'm gonna run faster.
We should steal the helicopter.
Aurelio, no.
Helicopter,
yes.
helicopter is above you guys, but I don't believe you're going to be able to access it. You keep running,
Okay.
huh? Is there a
If I
plan on
shoot
the
while
street?
running, is there a what's it called? Disadvantage?
No, not if it's your pistol, not here.
Okay. I'm gonna try to shoot someone in the leg
Okay.
just to stop them.
Someone is going to require a name, though. Do you want to shoot the captain or one of the 2 people? That
I
are
didn't know if
falling
they were
along
all
besides
available.
him?
Yeah, one of the 2 people.
Then roll just an attack action. This is your dexterity plus proficiency plus the d20 that you roll. If you use your submachine gun, that's fine. If you use your pistol, that's fine too. This is not
Pistol.
initiative.
12.
Yeah, the one on the left takes it straight through the arm and does like a twirl as he falls behind. He does, but not down.
I was gonna shoot him in the leg because I want him to stop. I mean, I don't know if he can still run with a bullet in the leg, but
You didn't roll
it was
high enough.
specifically.
I know.
Okay, okay. I was gonna say.
Can I aim for a different person?
Sure.
I want to aim for the lackey that Abram did not.
Okay. Roll an attack action. They have high AC, but you did not clear it. But I will let you have like a non-lethal damage.
It's fine.
thing.
Leg.
Yeah, nice.
Leg.
You
Leg.
submachine
Get
gun.
that leggy.
Machine gun leggy.
Yeah, I'll allow it. I'm just gonna say you quickly turn around really fast with both hands on your submachine gun, and you shoot off another 2 rounds. Mark that down. Make sure you guys are keeping track of ammunition.
All right, next you take out the captain.
And it tears like
not.
right through his leg, like at nearby the hip, and he crumples onto like his hands and knee, but not like fat face first or anything like that. But he does
And now he's
fall down.
crawling like an exorcist. towards
He
us.
flips around upside down, and his head twists now.
Oh my god.
Instead, you just see him like looks like he's talking into his helmet, like his hand raises to his ear where it would be, and it seems like he's pressing buttons on the side of his helmet. But he quickly falls behind as you guys. Do you turn the corner right, where on the intersection? Do you want to head left towards the subway station, straight towards a businessy but kind of building, or right towards like a bank building, like a public bank building?
Let's go into the intersection. Maybe we can get lost in crowds.
You're in the intersection already, and there are crowds around you, and they're fleeing as there's bullets and a police chase happening around them. Aurelio, as you
That's
spun
true.
around, you saw that the captain is way closer than the other 2 people were, but he's basically hot on the heels of Nyx, who's to your right. Captain's about 10 feet. You guys are separated by a significant distance since you and Abram rolled so much higher than Nyx did.
No,
The
next.
highest possible
Rest in
disparity.
peace.
No, we have to
Uh,
shoot the captain next.
You're now the captain is much taller than Nyx, and his armor is much more encompassing than the patrol officers. It looks like his armor is much more tight fitting. There aren't like odds and ends sticking off the side. It's so tight fitting to his body that his joints look like they're like ball and socket joints. Even they're so well like crafted together that you don't even see like where it could possibly have seams. No helmet though.
Is the ecstasy
don't-
slippery?
Is the ecstasy slippery?
Like if it were to, I don't know, spill onto the ground, would it be slippy?
I'm gonna make you roll something. I don't know what it's gonna be, but I'll make you roll something. Or maybe I'll roll something. Maybe I'll roll like an athletics thing to defend against. It'll be an
You have to do a
athletics
dexterity saving
contest.
throw.
Yeah, athletics contest is what that would be.
An athletics contest for
Athletics
strength?
contest. Athletics.
Well, that doesn't make any sense. I'm not going to do it.
It doesn't make any sense. I refuse. It's because it's not you. You don't have any say in whether or not this person slips on it. It would be them saving athletics. But I don't know what number to compare that to, so I'm just going to make you roll athletics for competition's sake. Just to have a number to fight.
Nah.
Okay.
I don't have strong enough athletics for it to matter.
Okay. Well, in that case, an emerald blade cuts across Nyx's back.
Oh my god!
Listen, I wouldn't have been able to help you anyways.
You would have. You chose not to. It's like the strange feeling. Like it's not quite just like searing heat or the sharp pain of a blade. It's like shocking almost, but it's still not quite describable. And you only take 1 damage this time.
Okay.
It might not have even been the sword that he hit you with. You weren't looking. No one was looking.
I'm going to, in retaliation,
Oh my god.
aim my gun at him.
Turn around and fire. Make an attack action. Are you stopping? Okay.
Whoa.
That was a critical.
Nope, I'm still running.
Roll damage and double it. I believe is what we do for this. What is
Okay,
that? What are
so
those
10.
numbers?
That I rolled my.
You rolled 2d6s because it was a crit.
Yeah, that's double damage.
That totally makes sense. All right, yeah, you do 5 damage. Okay? Yeah, wow, you did a really good job. Okay, you turn around with your gun very quickly and raise it up, and you shoot, and the captain raises up his hand, and his gauntlet like unfolds into a small like shield, somewhat almost.
Fuck.
And you fire 2 shots, and it rips through the armor. You've hit points where it would be weak on the hinges, and there's loud sparks as pieces fall away of this man's forearm gauntlet thing that has unfolded to catch these bullets. But its armor is damaged on his arm, and he stops to do this, thus giving you more space as you resume your dead sprint.
I am currently sprinting as fast as I possibly can.
You're in the middle of the intersection. Do you go left towards the subway, straight towards the business section, or right towards the bank?
Where's everybody else going?
We need to get to where we're going because this sucks. And we need to get this
straight?
over with. I guess. Whichever way is towards the destination.
To the right would be.
Yeah, we were
Right.
heading
To the
south, and we need to go south.
You need to go south and west. So,
So we go right.
Either way, you're succeeding with straight or right.
Which way was right? Was that
Though it
lead
might
to?
be easier to loot. I'll level with you. This is a puzzle.
Yeah, but which way was what again?
You need to head southwest.
No. I'm asking, like, if we went right, where would that go? Like, you said bank,
West.
subway. No, like, you gave destinations. Like, you gave, like, bank,
Okay.
subway,
Bank
this.
was west, south was business, east was subway. But I'm giving you these things because some of these are not the correct direction, but you might have like creative idea. I'm not gonna say there's a correct way to evade this, but you guys might come up with interesting things based around what location you guys are in or nearby around. I'm letting you guys shape your
Let's
solution.
go to the bank, and then, like, let's go to the bank.
Is that okay?
What are we gonna do at the bank?
Let's go
What
bank.
are you gonna do anywhere? You guys gotta figure out some solution.
I know.
All right, you guys go to the bank. Trust me.
So let's go.
You're gonna have the bad. You're gonna have a bad time no matter which way you go. So don't really worry about it too much.
Okay, I was gonna say, well, we're gonna die either way. Okay, let's go to the bank.
Okay. The bank. The reason I phrased it like, oh, each road leads to a different place, is because that's basically what happens. Like, it's an overarching, like, twisting turn road that cuts directly into the bank. There's like, it overhangs the road. And if you wanted to, I would say that it's going to be a case of, fuck, you guys are going fast, and you guys want to move. Abram, you want to take a shot?
Sure.
Straight ahead?
Maybe not in his head. I'm gonna kill him. He
Well,
won't
I
die.
didn't
Sure,
mean the
in the head,
captain.
because he definitely.
Hold on. I meant... Okay, let me rephrase. You guys are heading towards the bank. The entire wall is glass. I was asking if you want to take a shot straight ahead, not straight at ahead.
Oh, I was like, I don't want to.
My B.
But yeah,
English is a fickle language.
it's okay. Yeah, I shoot. I guess. Wait, isn't it Nyx? How much distance did she gain when she shot at him?
10 feet between you and Nyx, 10 feet between Nyx and him.
Nyx, do you want me to do something to try to help you, or?
Sure, because I am still at the back of the group,
Yeah.
and I am the weakest of the bunch.
Cool.
Okay.
Go for it. Yep. I'm loving it.
Okay, well, I'm gonna stop and shoot, so Nyx can run past me.
All right, make it.
Like, I'm not coming to like a dead stop. It's kind of like that, like.
Don't.
where you, like,
I'm assuming that you're not gonna go to a dead stop no matter what.
Okay,
at
just
any
so when
point.
she goes by me, I can be in the back now.
Okay.
Okay. So me.
Take the
shoot
shot,
it.
Piglet.
Me shoot it.
If you fail, you're gonna be with Nyx. If you succeed, she'll be with you.
Okay.
All right, you turn around. You're shooting with your pistol.
Oh yeah.
Okay, mark down one bullet, and once again it barrels straight towards the captain, and it hits his, like, the center of mass, like his chest, and there's just a loud pinging sound of metal on metal as it sparks off his chest and leaves like a black scorch mark. No blood at any point have you seen come from this man, and you hear a loud grunt since you've hit him like right in the lungs, but it does not cut through his armor, even though you have definitely hit him and it damaged the white beautiful surface.
Mm-hmm.
And he recoils a little bit, and Nyx catches up to you. And there's now 20 feet between you, all three of you, together now, and the captain moves in pursuit. A helicopter is overhead. And I'm going to reiterate one more time, just to make sure we're all on the same page, is that you guys are not going to be able to just, like, I sprint down the road until we outrun this party that is chasing us, because it's not going to happen. You guys are going to have to figure out some way to shake this. Which is why I'm
What's
asking
around-
you, do you want to dart into a building or a complex of some kind to try and figure out some puzzle solution to this?
What's around us?
Well, you chose a bank, so there's a very large bank with lots of people trying to recover money, and you can absolutely go inside. There's several exits and several entrances. And it's all glass on the bottom row.
Let's go in, tell them we're robbing the bank, and tell everyone to run outside. So then
Oh,
they'll be running out the door while the captain's trying to get in and he can't get through, and we can run somewhere else.
Yeah.
We're not
Okay.
gonna rob the bank, but we're gonna tell
I
them
mean,
we're robbing
what
the
if we
bank.
say instead of that we're robbing the bank that there's
We run with guns.
I think
We're not
it's
robbing you.
time to
there's
get...
a bomb threat?
A fire, a bomb, whichever. Make people run out altogether is all I need, I guess.
Alright, how about we just run in and I'll pull the fire system.
Alright.
Fire
If you can
alarm.
find it.
I'm moving us to a situation.
Okay.
I'm not gonna. This
we're
is
in a
not
new
to
place.
imply that there's a turn order. This is just to imply that there's spatial awareness that now needs to be.
No, you know what? I'm just gonna run in there and take my submachine gun and point it at the ceiling and just shoot. You know what? That's enough.
I hate
Well, don't
this.
waste bullets, just wave it around.
No, I need the loud noise so people notice.
Fine.
I would recommend loud noises. Loud noises are great.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh my god, I forgot how to use Roll 20 in like the last 10 seconds that we were. Alright. You guys
Captain's
are.
too thick. He can't make his way through all those people.
He's quite slim, actually.
Don't worry, it's thick with two C's.
Oh, I see. Understood.
So can I just roll, or do I have to roll? I'm just shooting straight into the sky, like in the bank.
Well, first you guys got to get into the bank. I'll allow you to have this. Here's where we're looking. Okay, we got two entrances to the bank where the squiggles have been marked. So you guys are darting inside. You guys run into the bank, and Aurelio mark down some bullies. I don't know how many you want to shoot. I'm sorry I could not pre-create this earlier, but I wasn't quite sure where you guys are really going to end up going at any point.
Aurelio died.
Alright, you walk inside, you immediately see a counter where there's a bunch of bank teller people, and then you see a way on the right where people would presumably enter in through. And then behind you see several, like, locked doors that go through into a place that presumably where they keep money and whatnot, and it looks very fucking secure. But it's all open because, well, I mean, it's business hours. Nobody was really anticipating that someone would rob a bank. And then we have two entrances here. And then on the back over here. And then there's a vault in the far back as well.
Is mine not loaded, or is it off screen?
I think you're just not loaded, because I think we're all here. It might be off screen though. Take a look. Scroll around.
I am. Okay, hold on. Maybe zoom in. Maybe that'll fix it. It's like, I see the grid, but half of the building is like...
Yeah, it is like
It
kind
is
of
just-
cut off.
It is
but
just
I think
cut
it's...
off. Don't worry about it. That's just wall, to be honest.
Okay, I was just
Yeah.
making sure I was...
Sorry. I didn't realize that it implied that there was... Oh, I can make a line there. Okay, well then, yeah, it's just the end.
Okay, that's fine. Well. Aurelio, how many bullets are you shooting?
I'm shooting twice, so that's 4 bullets into the sky.
Okay. You shoot, and then everybody in the bank, there's roughly a dozen people, just immediately cover their heads and get down on the ground, and a few people scream, and the bank tellers, there's 3 of them, immediately look at you with their hands up.
Now everybody leave.
They get really confused.
Just get out of the building.
They flee, but the bank tellers do not, because they're behind a counter that's honestly kind of hard to get around. The people run, and I guess you guys would be in this door. I'm sorry, I'm gonna move you guys because I don't know why you would come in from the far door unless that was part of your incredible plan, because you were running.
Where does the other door go out to? Like, is it possible to tell where?
That would be farther down the street to the west.
It's
South,
more like
south.
don't. Okay.
Yeah.
I just want to know if it was like, is it like an alley between buildings, or is it like onto another street?
It'd be more road.
Okay.
Also, wait, I say everybody run out this exit.
Here, we're gonna do that.
Very
That is south.
And I move over.
We politely move out of their way.
You know what? Some people don't do that, but some people do.
I shoot them.
Oh my god,
I'm kidding,
no.
I'm kidding.
Some people run behind you and out the door, and you look through the glass windows that are.
Oh yeah, it's glass.
Yeah, it is mostly glass, but it's sturdy glass, and there's like a step up so that it wouldn't just be like, oh, I trip into it and fall through and it shatters instantaneously. But you're right, they absolutely immediately swarm the captain, and he is slowed down, but he knows where you guys have went, so you have maybe an extra like 10 seconds. I'm not quite sure what the plan is here. You guys tell me. You're standing in a room. The bank tellers are still there behind these sturdy-looking locked rooms, except they're not locked right now. They're open because it's business time.
Is there another way out of those rooms? Or is it just a back room?
Where you see that it's open, it is open. Everything that's marked with a squiggle is a doorway that is currently open, but these ones that are in the back, over here is where they keep money. So this is a door that is locked, that can be locked very securely, basically like a miniature vault door with a glass window to look through, and then inside that big box is the actual vault. And then these are just bank teller counters that have like little swing up, like wooden things to walk behind and get around. There's cash registers, and the woman,
What
she's
if-
looking through her, she's like, take the money, just take the money. She's like got short cropped black hair. She's just like pulling cash out onto the countertops, assuming that you're here to rob the bank, and so are the other three.
Oh no, we're not here for money. Don't worry about it.
What the fuck do you mean you're not here for money? What the fuck?
Don't worry about it.
Nick's what were you
Let's
saying?
leave. Let's leave through this door.
That's where you came
That's
in.
the one
That's
that
where we
just
just came in. We come back out and hug the captain.
Exactly. We'll be hidden by the people.
You
who
will not be
decided-
hidden by the
I
captain.
don't think that'll work.
You will have to roll a d20.
Let's
and
go.
Okay,
do.
hang
Let's
on.
go
I
do
have a
that one then.
question. DM, would I know that bank vaults maybe have like some kind of tunnel? I don't know. Like, is there something with? Because I'm asking, is there a way out of this area besides these two doors that we obviously see?
Not that you can see right now, no, but that it's just those two exits.
Banks have ventilation systems.
You know what? If you look in, this room right here, this bottom square,
Mm-hmm.
is its own room, and then this area outside of it is once again its own room as well, but they're separately linked rooms. So this is the vault door. This is a room that has like two doors that have windows. They're currently open. That would be locked at night as like a secondary defense for the lock. But there's two rooms in there, and in here, you might be able to find an actual vent, but the vault itself, no. There's no way out besides someone opening the vault.
Okay, well, let's not go in there. But these other, okay. Are we leaving through the door over here, or are we going through the vents somehow? I don't know where we're going, but
I feel like Mr. Armor Man isn't gonna fit through the vent, so.
Okay. Yeah, you're probably more,
And if he does, he's gonna have to crawl after us.
more dexterity based than he is.
all right. Well, I guess we can do that if we're gonna do the vents. Do these doors lock when we close them, or do we have to make one of them close the door?
Every single door that you see is capable of being locked.
Can we lock the entrance?
We just close the door of the bank and lock them out.
Yeah, you can lock the front door. That one's not nearly as sturdy as, say, the ones that defend against people getting into the vault. But these ones do close and they do lock. And
Okay,
you
can
do
we
that?
do that?
Yeah, okay. Aurelia runs over and slams them shut, and then they go and they lock with a click. Normally they're just left open all day long, since it's rather hot.
Yeah, in your face.
You shut them, and you see the captain. He's still like forcing his way through this quick throng of people. This is not live action. I just want you guys to know that this has been over the course of like the same several seconds
Mm-hmm.
that you've been deliberating. So you're gonna go in here and try to
Yeah.
lead the captain
Yeah.
in with you, and then you're gonna just try to look for vents.
We're gonna lock the door after we get into the vent.
Yeah, we're
room.
going in there and then closing it again.
Right, right.
And tell the no, because he can see us because it's fucking glass doors. Never mind.
They're all steel except for like a tiny little glass window, like that's a circle.
No, I'm
at
talking about
top
the
of it.
like these walls. He
Oh,
will
I
see
see.
us go in there.
He will see you go in there, but that's not necessarily a bad thing. I mean, you guys are technically leading the situation. He's just following. So like, you
I'm
could
just
perhaps
saying we
make
can't. We can't do what I was gonna say because he'll see us. All right, let's go.
What was
Go.
it that you were gonna do? Maybe we can work
Nothing,
through
we're
this.
going in.
Okay, your DM is here to solve your solutions, not. All right, you go in there and roll perception to see if you find. Roll acrobatics.
I want to lock the door first. Both doors. All the doors.
You're locking yourself in there.
Yes.
We're just gonna die in here. We're gonna suffocate.
Guys, I got a 20.
I
In
see that.
perception.
Good.
She found the vent.
You'll find what we need. Hold
You
on.
you
I already-
see that there's a
I had to
vent,
get rid of
but
that.
it leads back outside.
Crawl in.
It's up
Let's go.
it's up in the ceiling, and you see it, and it would exit in the main lobby, in front of the counters of these people.
What if we just hung out
I was
in
gonna
the,
say.
in the
let's
vent
just stay there.
for a little while?
Okay.
Mhm.
Yeah.
The people at the counter just like watched you run past the counter, like throw up the thing, and then
There's
jump
money
into
everywhere. We just leave.
and you just run into the back room. And they're all like, they haven't moved, and they're just like, what the hell is going on?
Their hands are still up.
Their hands are
What do we
still
do?
up. This is what they've been taught to do, like as employees of the bank. Is like, just give them the money, we'll get it back later. Like, don't be a hero.
Mhm.
And they're very confused.
Yeah, but we didn't kill anyone, so they can vouch for how good people we are.
You're right.
We didn't even take the money.
We sure didn't. Aurelio might have if he had a little more time.
I also, I mean, I did say this isn't a robbery.
Hands up! This isn't a robbery.
I didn't even
Please
put my
exit
hands up.
through
I
this
just
door.
said, please exit through this door, and that's okay.
Okay, so in this course of seconds, you guys have now entered into a locked room that has a vault inside it. You look inside and you see this exceptionally sturdy vault and all of its glory. It's open currently, and you look inside and you see like lock boxes and stacks of cash and several like
I take
things.
money.
Roll sleight of
No,
hand.
I'm kidding.
Okay.
Kind of.
Roll sleight of hand if you want to steal it.
Nah.
Okay.
Why would I roll sleight of hand?
Because it's just me trying to figure out how much money you grab in the literal microseconds that you have. Because
Yeah,
this is all
no.
bullet time.
Just
I'm so proud of
let's
Aurelio.
boost Abram through the vent first because I feel like he has the longest reach.
You hold on. Was I clear? This vent does not lead out of the building.
Yeah,
Yeah, we're staying in.
we're
the
staying in the vent.
We're just gonna chill for a vent.
vent. Listen,
for-
DM. We got limited options.
All right, you know it's fine. I don't feel like I fully understand. So explain to me what you are doing and what you want to happen. So
We're
that I-
going
crawling
in the
into the
vent.
vent.
Okay,
We're gonna camp out in the vent until the captain goes away.
that's not.
Oh,
Going
I know.
To work.
I know what we should do. We should make like a trail of like breadcrumbs, right? Not like actual breadcrumbs, but like we should open. So we should open like this door.
Oh my god, are you guys gonna fucking lock the captain?
So like it looks.
Holy shit!
yeah.
We should.
So like it
Should
looks
really
like
go.
Captain in
we
here.
went through that way, and so the captain will try to go through to that door, and in the meantime, we crawl at the vent and then lock him in.
Holy shit.
That's incredible. Give Aurelio like 8 inspiration
Aurelio,
points.
do you have inspiration?
Not anymore.
Then yeah, you get inspiration.
I'm exhilarated.
Holy shit. The captain has just forced his way through the glass doors and he's thrown them open with a kick of his boot. He stands like 6'3". He's not a short person at all. You don't know if it's just from like the boots or the armor he's wearing, but
We have our own tall man.
he sees
Abram, fight him.
he
God.
sees that the counter has been thrown open, and he looks at the woman at the behind the counter to see if she's like injured, and she's like just kind of points. This is all bullet time again. You can stop me at any point and say like, "Oh wait, no,
Stop.
we want to set this up to be okay."
Stop.
Yeah.
I tell Nix to get on the other side of Abram and underneath the vent, and I prep my knees up in like cheerleader push up position, so we
Okay.
can like Abram can step on our hands and we can like throw him into the vent,
All right,
Okay.
Abram, you going up and at him?
Yeah, I'm in the.
and then and then I help Nix to get to the height so that Abram can like so that like she can like grab onto the vent and get in,
Okay. Then
Yeah.
you
and then I just hold my hands up and pray that Abram can reach me.
okay?
Can I reach him?
Sure. Yeah. You pull him.
Okay.
Up. It's not it's not like 10 feet. He doesn't have to like jump. It's like a 7-foot tall ceiling maybe.
Sweet.
And you guys are all three in the vent, and now you're gonna jump out the
Oh,
vent
I
into
had-
the main lobby.
No,
Yeah.
not yet. He has to come. Wait. Okay. How is he gonna get into the room?
He's gonna follow you guys in the exact same
He's
way you
gonna
guys
follow.
came in.
Yeah.
Why wouldn't
Okay. I don't know. I'm just making sure he's in there before we jump out like idiots.
he wouldn't be able to see. There's no window. Like the doors have windows, but there's no. This is not like a. This is a. This is
Oh, I
solid wall.
want to reiterate too that like these doors are unlocked.
Right now they're unlocked. Right now all
Yeah,
of them are
yeah.
unlocked.
Yeah.
Okay, so then you guys jump in and you guys you move down the vents and the captain sees the counter lady has pointed behind her to where the culprits have left. And so he comes jumping through this door and into this room. You guys, I'm assuming, are no longer here though. By this time, you're back in the foyer and you're preparing whatever it is you're trying to do.
Yeah. So
We're
Abram.
gonna get on either
or-
door and we're gonna lock them in.
All right,
Yeah.
roll acrobatics or athletics or something to determine what speed at which you do this before the captain realizes what has just happened.
Acrobatics.
Acrobatics.
I fucking backflip over the counter.
Only
Yeah.
2 of us need to make it. So
It's true. Only 2 of you need to make it. I guess it's Nix and Abram. You guys run to Nix. You go to that door, I guess. You both just vault over the counter, and then you slam the door shut and throw down, like, you hit the lock key. It's like a electric keypad, like a touchscreen. And then I'm just going to assume that you guys just fucking take your fists or your guns and you smash them into the keypad. You rip it out.
Yep.
Nix, you
Yeah.
have that robot hand. You just,
I
like,
punch
tear
it with my
off.
robo hand
All
and
right.
tear it off of the door.
It
Oh my God.
it whines loudly, and then the keypad stops working. And Abram, you do a similar thing to the door on your side, and these doors are fucking locked, and you've just locked the captain into the back room.
That was
Is
so
there
good,
any
Ryan.
way to hack the system so that the alarms are going off and like causing a ruckus inside there so he's like disoriented?
I think they already would be if you
You
broke
trap and
the.
confuse him.
Yeah, I think that would have happened anyway if you've tampered with locks. Like, all of a sudden, a bunch of red lights and white lights start going off like fire alarms, like everywhere, including where you guys are. It's not just.
I was
in that
gonna
room.
say, there's a lot of
So-
shit going on.
We're leaving.
All right.
We should probably get out
Whoops.
the top exit.
Yep.
That
we're
was-
leaving.
That was
This-
inspiring, everybody.
That was really good. I'm so happy.
All right, you look behind and you see through the window, the Captain Azura, and he looks through and he tries the keypad once and it doesn't work, and he looks back up at you again, like with this incredible look of contempt and scowled eyebrows and just pure ferocity as he realizes that he's just been trapped in this tiny room by 3 fugitives, and he's cursing himself for actually falling into this trap.
I salute him.
It's beautiful when he's angry.
Like sarcastic salute, and then run up to her.
Okay, you.
Six just leaves.
Before that happens, you see an eruption of emerald light pierce
Oh.
through the door.
We leave.
Oh,
he's cutting
we're
through the
leaving.
fucking door.
We're leaving.
Leave.
Orange molten slag is
It's too
pouring
late, we
down
left.
No, we
the
don't see it
door.
anymore.
You're right.
We
You're
don't see it. We already left.
You get out and you immediately run to the right, which is southward, and the helicopter is hovering over the rooftop of the bank, presuming that as Captain Azura is about to make an arrest.
Oh yeah, sure.
Yeah.
I want to roll to run stealthily.
Okay, roll stealth. That's fine. Yeah. Okay. You guys,
Cool.
you get away pretty well.
Like I keep to the shadows.
Sure. You're
All
heading
right.
south towards the manor, and I'm assuming you're just going to keep taking quick side roads and alleyways until you get to eventually a place where, once again, nobody is on the roads. No hobos, no dogs, no people walking,
Sweet.
no nothing. And you just see a high brown brick wall with some short spiky fencing at the top of it that runs for blocks. And you see the tops of green trees over the edge, over the garden wall. And which it might be foreign to you guys, actually. It's been a desert planet for the most part, and while you've seen grass and reeds and some small shrubs and bushes, this is the first like tall trees that you might have actually seen. Besides, I guess, the Central Park area. So I guess you have seen trees before. Alright. I would like to take a break at this moment, and I think that I'm going to stop the recording here and call that like one episode, but we can continue going on. I gotta pee,
Part
man. So I'm gonna quit this recording right here, and we'll resume in just a minute. Adios.
Okay.